Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I am here in Destin, Florida. We're here for a weekend and I'm about to do a big South Florida send. A couple videos ago I asked y'all, would y'all want to see me do a South Florida send? I got a couple yeses, and a couple yeses is all I need. And also next Wednesday I'm gonna be doing like a big collab with a whole bunch of TikTokers, so make sure that y'all are on the lookout for that. I've been getting a few questions about what's inside of my tackle bag. I found a pond and I figured, why not make a what's inside of my tackle bag video? And if it's not dark, or even if it is dark, we're gonna do a little bit of fishing in this pond because it's covered with pads. I just stopped at one on the side of the road and fished it. Covered with pads also, same thing, same deal. Anyway, guys, we're gonna kind of look at what's inside of my tackle bag and what do I go place to place with. Since I got a truck, I'm not in the truck, we're in the mom car. We're not in the truck right now because, you know, gas prices are out of the wazoo, if that's something that people still say. But since gas prices are out of the wazoo, we travel in the truck. I mean, in the mom car. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna kind of go through what I carry with me. My tackle bag is kind of not, like, my tackle bag isn't really a backpack anymore. It's more of like it's my kayak crate. It's a lot easier to transport because I just normally fish out of the truck, out of the bed of the truck. So here we go, stay tuned. Caution for your safety. Then there's a picture of an alligator. Hopefully he's not under this trailer. That would suck if he was under the trailer while I'm reading the sign. He sneaks up and just surprise attacks me. Alligators are present along the trails of waterways of this park. They usually eat fish, turtles, and other small animals, but may attack larger animals, such as deer. Or humans, basically. I mean, I guess we're good. Hopefully, I don't think it would eat me. I mean, it probably would, but we're gonna go talk about what's inside of our tackle bag. Alright, guys, so before I got distracted, before I saw the alligator sign, my kayak has like really changed the way I fish in general. All this stuff is like stuff I started to do after I got my kayak. Like my tackle bag, it goes in the truck with me like if I'm fishing a really big pond from the bank, but other than that, I really don't use my tackle bag anymore. I just keep everything in this crate. It's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to manage, and I just like to be able to look at everything. You know, it's nice to be able to look in the rearview mirror and just see everything in the back. Anyway, guys, this is like my tub of soft plastics. Everything that you normally see me use on the channel, like this is my go-to jig trailers for any green pumpkin style jig, pit balls. Frit sides, I'm not gonna go through everything. I got a few love comments and the last time I did this. I got a few love comments the last time I did this video about a year ago. Everybody was like, I can't believe you did a GQ interview on your fishing tackle box. I have like little fluke style baits, you know, big Berkeley guy here, frit sides, stuff I've been catching fish on, lizards, swim baits, and this stuff always changes from like, it depends on where I'm going. Like South Florida thing, I have no clue what we're gonna be fishing for. Well, peacock and snakehead, of course, but I mean, I really don't know what they're gonna be eating, and sometimes you just kind of have to shop when you get there. So this is like my soft plastic box. Anything that you think will work in Alabama, I have in here. Sinkos, flute worms, trick worms, flukes, little crankbaits, jigs, stuff like that. All right, that's the soft plastic box. This always goes with me. If you ever see me without this box, check on me because something's wrong. All right, and this is the crate. This crate was got for my kayak, and I guess we'll go with like the technical stuff. This is a scale. I had to get one of these because, you know, when you catch a big fish, it's always nice to weigh it so you know the weight of the scale. Highly suggest if you don't have a scale, you get one, because it's no fun catching a fish you know that is your PB and you don't have a scale, which has happened to me a few times. My PB is probably like 7-8 pounds, but I didn't have a scale. LOL. This is a little box with buzz baits and spinner baits in it. I got it a long time ago, and I really don't fish buzz baits or spinner baits or anything like that, but I just have buzz baits along this side and then, or spinner baits along this side and then buzz baits on this side. And there's also just some like, oh no, I cleaned it, never mind. But yeah, this is my little go-to little small pond spinner bait right here. Then we have some like bigger ones. Yeah, this box really doesn't get as much love as it should. One of my goals for 2021 is to use this box a little bit more, because when I get to a pond, normally it's soft plastic or crankbait or something like that. Something I know I can catch fish on, but I'm trying to like learn how to catch fish on different things. Number 2, these are pliers. On the kayak, having pliers is always a must, because if you hook into a fish with teeth, you want pliers, and then you don't want to kill any bass, you know. So we always keep pliers. Next are these. I haven't had a chance to use these yet, but I caught a chain pickerel a while back, and I didn't know how to unhook it, and I didn't know that it had teeth, and we almost had a little finger mishap with that. But we bought some of these. They're kind of small, but hopefully they'll get the job done. Hopefully we're not catching, I guess if we catch a snakehead, does snakehead have teeth? If we catch a snakehead, I'm not sure they have teeth, but they might come into play. You might see me using these here pretty soon. So these are my little terminal things that I use. And I also have some scissors. These scissors, I actually learned about these through Fletcher, and I had to go get some like the weekend I got back. So these scissors are like cut through anything scissors. I hope cut through anything. In my mind, they'll cut through anything. They're basically like little swords, but these are my go-to scissors. Love these scissors. All right, and now the tackle. And this stuff is just like really, this is all just like the stuff I just throw in the boxes before I go on the kayak. And I just try to keep one of everything or 3 of everything if I think I'll be able to catch fish on it. All right, this first box, this is one of those Plano Edge boxes. When I found out about these, I went and bought one the same day. Because you can keep your like rattle trap style lures in here and they don't get hung up on each other, which I think is a genius idea. So whoever came up with this, they need a raise if you're watching this, Plano. But yeah, so this box is basically like just lipless, and I have a few like swim baits, stuff like that in here, but like stuff like that never really gets used on the channel, either, like big swim baits like that. It's my goal to become a better swim bait fisherman also. I have a lot of fishing goals. And we have some frit size in here. These boxes, guys, they look like this. They'll look like this for about a week until we figure out how to start catching fish in Florida, and then everything will be all in one box, and gotta love it. But yeah, this is my little like lipless boxes. If you don't have one and you fish a lot or you have a lot of lipless baits, I definitely suggest getting one of these. All right, next, this is a box filled with some soft plastics that I made just because I was coming to South Florida and I wasn't sure what I was gonna be. I'm not in South Florida yet, but I'm going to South Florida and I wasn't sure what I was gonna be fishing. So I figured what better time to use some of the soft plastics that I made. Maybe catch a peacock. I'm not sure what their appetite is, if it's like largemouth or not, but it'd be really cool to be able to catch a peacock on like something I made. My first peacock on one of my lures that I made at home. So hurt it. We just have a whole bunch of different colors. And we have lizards, of course. You know, we don't go anywhere without lizards. And then we have some black and blue ones we made, some chartreuse. We tried to do like a core shot thing. I think I did it on my, I did on my last video. Or like you shoot one color and then you do another, but it didn't really work. The tip and the head are just black. I mean, we tried though, you know, we tried. Oh gosh, if you watch the video of me and Griffin, I bought these, I think they're like 16-inch worms. I haven't had a chance to use them yet, but hopefully when I get down there, somebody will tell me that, hey, if you're not throwing a 16-inch worm, you should probably be throwing one. So hopefully I get a chance to use those here pretty soon. All right, guys, next we have this is like hard bait. So this box didn't look like this before I left home, but I just threw a whole bunch of stuff in it. This has been my go-to box for sure the past few videos. Anything that I fish hard bait wise is in this box. I have little jerk baits, or see, that's why I like the edge boxes, because all 6 of the jerk baits, 5 of the jerk baits that were in that tray all just came up. Jerk baits, I keep chatterbaits in here. Little red crankbaits, big crankbaits. I have a stick bait in here because you never know. You're fishing a crankbait and then you might just need a stick bait, but you don't want to go through your crate to find one. Little frit sides. More jerk baits on this side. Frit side. Swim baits and little crankbaits that are just loving each other tonight. We'll just set those to the side. Yeah, this is basically just like my little box of whatever. I think I could classify this. This is like a good moving bait box. I have a box with chatterbaits in it, but this one was just, I just keep a black and blue chatterbait because I found that that's like a color that works really good for me. That or fire crawl, even though I don't really fish them, but every time I'm out in the pond with somebody. In a few videos, I was fishing with a couple guys I know at home and they caught some big fish on some fire crawl chatterbait. So, all right, next box. This one was really just thrown together. I had this like box with nothing in it sitting in my room before I left in my tackle room. I was looking at it and I said I probably should add some more stuff in it. I'm gonna give y'all a different angle so you can kind of see what's in the box a little bit better. But this one was just like kind of extra box for coming to Florida. You know, the last thing you want to do is, Florida's like 10, 11, 12, I think it's like 14 hours from my house actually, or the part I'm going to, and the last thing I want to do is get there and not have something, you know, or not have something at least that I have at home. So I just threw crankbaits up here, little swim jig, a white swim jig, some more small jigs, some frogs and poppers, and a jerk bait in here. There's really nothing too special about this box. This was just kind of stuff that, like, if I flipped my kayak and I lost everything, this would be how I'd restart my tackle. All right, next box. This box right here is my chatterbait box, but sometimes, you know, you're cleaning and stuff just finds its way into boxes that it's not supposed to be in. So this is my little white chatterbait. I'm really excited to catch some fish on this one because I know I can catch some on it, and I have a trailer that'll match it perfect. Of course I don't have it with me. It might be in the car, but I have a trailer that'll match this chatterbait like to a T. Let's see, have like a little micro swim bait right here. I think I could probably do pretty good on this in a pond. If they like little swim baits, I'm pretty sure this would be the one that I would want to fish. Yeah, just chartreuse chatterbaits. I have a lot more chatterbaits in the car. Bass Pro is doing their little fishing pre-sale or whatever they do every year, and the chatterbaits are one of the things that's on sale, so I've been really trying to pick up a lot of those. War pigs, I've been catching a lot of fish on these here lately. It's getting like lipless season and war pigs. These should probably be in that other box, but these have been two really good lures for me. So if you're trying to catch some fish, I definitely suggest trying to use a war pig. We have a big bluegill swim bait, pretty juicy. All right, last but not least, we also have a few other things that we keep in here. Our top water box. This is one that I have been itching to use since about August of last year. I think it's finally time. So we have some, like, they're kind of like frogs, but they're not frogs, if that makes sense. The orange frog, you know, I had one of these. It kind of disappeared on me, if you know what happened. If you know, you know, but I had to buy another one off of Amazon. Rip to the OG frog. Sorry, dude, if you're watching this. We have lunker hunt frogs, little Berkeley poppers. These little white and black poppers are the juice. I learned from a wise man, aka Edwin, that when you're fishing topwater proppers or walking baits, anything like that, you only need 3 colors: black, white, and a clear color like this. So if you're ever in the tackle store and you're looking and you can't decide which one you want, you only need 3. But I like to throw in like a little baby bass color too. I just think these look cool, and I know there's a lot of ponds that have like little baby bass in them about this size, so I think this is a good one to add. I have a few scum frogs. These are like the OG frogs. With same thing with frogs, it really doesn't matter about like the back color, it's all about what's under here. So I have a white, and I also have the yellow and white kind of mixed color, and then I have a straight green, but it's actually tied onto another rod right now. I have some little topwater walking baits, some choppos. These are pretty go-to lures. Same thing goes with the choppo, or the same thing applies with choppos as it does with the poppers. Let's see, we have some just more little walking baits, some stuff that I'm not sure if I'll ever use, but it's always nice to have it. All right, and the big lures down here, we have a few jitterbugs. Of course, you know, these are the OG lure. You can't go anywhere without a jitterbug. You know, I don't ever want to be at a pond and being outfished by an old man using a jitterbug. So I feel like that's really the reason that I always keep them, because, you know, old person fishing and you have a GoPro on your chest and all that, he'll be talking all types of crap, and he's catching all his fish on a jitterbug. So you just go to the car and get a jitterbug. And last but not least, as far as, that hurt. These are cane walkers. I've caught a few fish on this. At Logan Martin in Alabama, I caught like probably about a 5. I casted this up under a dock, have no clue how I did it. And I watched a 5. That's why that hook is bent out. I haven't fixed it since, but I watched a 5 blow up on it. It jumped and spit it, but it's probably the coolest thing I've ever done fishing wise. Yeah, these cane walkers, these are like really big lake lures. And probably wouldn't throw these in a pond unless it's just like a trophy pond. But these are like some lures that you catch big fish on, and then you just hang them up and tell your grandkids about them. All right, I have a few more things that I keep in my crate. All right, guys, and in my crate, I keep just like a whole bunch of Berkeley stuff, pretty much. Just some grass pigs, some jerk shad, more grass pigs. I'm not gonna show you all that because I'm doing a video of this. You might, I guess it says it on the back, but oh well. Print size, because you know you can never have enough. And just some regular 3/0 wide gap, straight to shank wide gap worm hooks. That's my go-to, 3 or 4/0. Let's see what else. Another clear choppo, because you only really need 3 colors. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, my backpack that's been on my back this whole time. I have no clue what's in here. I think there's probably a lighter in here for burning braid, and yeah, we have our fish lighter for burning our braid before I got some good scissors. I really don't ever use this anymore. That's why it's in the backpack. Let's see, I bet we have some soft plastics. Oh! I'm happy I found that, because I would have been freaking out if I didn't find it. This is our little terminal box. So when we got our kayak, we got these waterproof boxes because we thought we were gonna flip it, but we haven't flipped it yet. Greg is the only person that's flipped it. But we keep basically every size hook, 2/0, 3/0, 4/0, 5/0, underspins, and weights and bobber stoppers. So that's pretty much the plan for this, and little Ned rig hooks, which I need to go get some more of, because I feel like I can catch some pretty good fish, or I can catch fish on those in Florida, wacky rig hooks, stuff like that. And just some random soft plastics. All this stuff is just kind of like repeat stuff. that I keep in here just because, like, if I just grab the backpack and throw something in it, I don't want to just be at the pond without soft plastics if everything else is in the crate. All right, and the big compartment, there is nothing in it, of course. Wait, there is something. Oh, there's a jig wrapper. All right, that's it. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that little tackle rundown video. Here, coming up pretty soon, we'll be catching fish on frogs and peacock bass and all that crazy type of stuff. So I'm calling it now. I'm saying it, so it'll happen. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you thought about it down below in the comments. Is there anything I'm missing, anything I need to add to my tackle bag? Let me know down below. Don't forget to fish from hard and have a good day.